I'm packing all of those tonight.
I can't find my Dooley Dally. He's gonna go to the hardware store.
Never noticed my tile.
Oh, you know a plumber?
You're so good at what you do. Do you and Romeo ever argue during renos?
Hi guys. Happy Vlogmas Day 7. I only know what number I'm supposed to say. I never quite know what actual day it is, but I do know what happened today, this morning. I'm starting this vlog a little later in the day because this morning, Romeo and I were on a get it live, finish everything mode, getting our All the Things collection live. So we went live this morning. We were up until 5 a.m. last night. So that's the reality of this collection. To upload to my website, all of these sweatshirts were individual. So I had to create 160 or something, 160 individual products that went live. It was a whole rush. And then it launched. And I'm like, okay, you guys are gonna watch the video. You're gonna see how it was made because that was really important to me to show you guys the process because we were doing it all ourselves. And these were thrifted items and I really wanted it to be clear that they were pre-loved and they're not perfect. We posted the video and we sold out in just under 20 minutes, which is absolutely crazy. Like, I'm overwhelmed with joy and happiness and shock. Like, I was hoping, I don't have any merchandise, so I've never quite sold anything. Romeo and I did like tie-dye collections, like, gosh, 2020. I was hoping that you guys liked it, but I didn't know that you guys would be this excited about it, but I'm very, very happy. So thank you. I don't have very many more words to express how grateful I am. So I'm so glad that you guys liked it. And I'm so glad. I can't wait for you to get them. I mean, I'll show you. They're all sitting in order, ready to fill the orders. Probably we're gonna work on it either tonight or tomorrow. We're most likely gonna ship them out tomorrow. I also have a lot of other stuff to do. This is day 2 of me working on the kitchen.
Also found more ornaments. That makes me happy. Not buying more ornaments. I found more ornaments that I already owned. They were back here in this bathroom. Very happy. I've got my 12 days of Christmas ornaments. These are 12 glorious angels. I don't quite think that there's 12. I think there's 11 in here. Ooh, more little birds. And I knew it. I knew I bought a tree topper. I knew it. This one. 1989. Why did I buy this? I'm not born in 1989. Why did I buy this? I don't know. I don't know why I bought that. I don't think I knew it said 1989. A pair. I mean, why not? More tinsel, which, you know, obviously I think I decided not to do it since Romeo had an extreme hatred towards it. He'll kill me if he knew I said that. Oh, I think my rug pad came in. Maybe we'll have to, he's gonna hate me. He's gonna be like, why'd you put the rug down if you didn't have the rug pad already? Now we have to move all the furniture again. I'm gonna have to say I am impatient. I couldn't wait to see the rug, which I love, by the way. And now that the rug pad is down, it'll be a lot better. So get ready really fast. I've been trying to call my mom all day and she's not answering my phone calls. Let me try again.
Hi, this is Kathy. Leave a message and I'll call.
Anyways. Am I gonna ship you?
Please.
You're number 63?
I took this one.
Oh, 63 was a reject. For some reason, the bobbin or something was real loose and it got thicker. So all the things is real thick, but it's nice. That's a great color for you.
It's perfect. I'm gonna work in it.
So good. I need to take my vitamins and then change. A big thank you to Ritual for sponsoring today's video too. I take Ritual's Essentials for Women multivitamin every day. I'm almost in, a new bottle should be on its way probably. I take 2 of these capsules a day and they are complete with 9 key nutrients. And even though we try to stick to a healthy diet in terms of our food, there are some things that I feel like I miss and some vitamins and nutrients that I don't feel like I get every day. This makes me feel better
better that I actually am getting those vitamins that I'm lacking from food every day, and I take 2 of these. What I like most is they do not taste bad. They have like a minty flavor to it, and it just makes it a lot better. You know, sometimes vitamins can taste bad or chalky or fishy if they have fish oil, something like that. These do not. I leave my vitamins in the bathroom because I always remember to take them when I brush my teeth in the morning. With the Ritual multivitamin, there's no shady additives, no artificial colorants. They're gluten-free, vegan-friendly, non-GMO, and formulated without major allergens. Each capsule is a delayed release capsule, so it's gentle on an empty stomach, so you don't have to eat food with them as well. So if you guys have not tried out Ritual already, you can get 20% off your first month with code XO20 by going to ritual.com/XO20. So try them out. Wait, I need to see. Okay, I have to ground today, and I don't know if I have that little dooley dally. Hold on, I'll be right back. Dooley dally.
It's a dooley dally.
I don't know. I can't find my dooley dally. He's gonna go to the hardware store. I'm going to go get water and take these. We will go into the kitchen, but I'm not showing you anything. I can't show you. You have to wait until the renovation video. That's the only little hiccup about Vlogmas, is that if I show you everything, then you won't watch the renovation video. I've been trying to get better at drinking more water. I find when it's winter, when it's colder out, I don't find myself drinking as much water. I get busy on a project. Before I know it, I haven't drank any water for the day, just water my coffee, you know? And so I've been trying to like, no, even though you're not hot and you're not dehydrated, you still need to drink water because you're still dehydrated. You just don't know it. Look at all these sweatshirts. I'm packing all of those tonight. I'm still like, I'm like, you can tell I'm kind of like, it's the best day ever. Okay, I've got to work on the kitchen. It's very gloomy outside again. The weather has been really, really drizzly and rainy, so it's a little bit dark, but I think I can work on it. So Romeo's gonna get my Dooley Dally floater for my grout, so I'm gonna do lime wash. So it's gonna match, the hood is gonna match the fireplace. So that same look. I just want to tie the 2 spaces together. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'll catch up with you guys later.
Is this too big?
That's fun.
Okay, this is a little as I...
I never noticed my tile and all the work that I have done. It's still wet. I just wiped it again.
Oh my gosh, that's so good.
Does it?
You're awesome.
Straight, huh?
Yeah. Fathom it.
Good.
That looks so good.
You like it?
Will you build my house for me?
Oh, I'll have to take a sabbatical first.
Well, that's okay.
Okay. It looks good like that. I felt like it brought like a little bit of, this is not, modernity is not a word, I don't think. Modernity, no.
Modernization.
Yeah, but it brought the cottage, well, it brought it to like now. I want to mix elements of furniture and stuff that's like antique and vintage, cottagey. Yeah, but make it like, you know, I haven't completely moved to 1910. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm trying to, you know, things like lime wash, and although that's a very old technique, so that's like not now. We're just using it now. But you know, with the pattern, I felt like it brought something. I don't even know what I'm trying to explain, but
I have one question.
yes.
When are we going to eat in this kitchen?
Oh,
Where do you
I need to call. You know, a plumber.
You mean a good?
Well, I'd like a good one. Mine can't. He's been working on jobs. She hasn't seen my rug yet.
Literally like I woke up.
She's literally like she woke up. She won't let me film her.
Brush my teeth. That's pretty.
Do you like
I
it?
love it. I love it. These look great. I was hoping that
I
you
my
would go and
poofs.
buy 'em for us.
Oh, yeah. I got them on sale for that Black Friday weekend at our house. I got those on sale, and I got these pillows to kind of go. I'm thinking like for like chairs, maybe doing a darker chair, like a darker taupe or something. I don't want those chairs though. Those don't look the style that I want for this room, but those were meant for the bedroom anyways. Oh, you guys, what a day. What a day we've had already. I don't know why, but ever since my hair's gotten long, just having it in a ponytail, it's like hurts. It's like pulls too much, it's like too heavy. Romeo is is a shipping whiz over there. I did tile and grout and lime wash, and he packed all of your orders. Look at him over here with this big mound of sweatshirts. What are you listening to?
It's halftime show of a basketball game.
Oh, because I'm like, that sounds...
I feel like I'm in Hawaii.
Oh, it does sound kind of like luau-y. Okay. Also, technology is like against me. I feel like your computer was restarted because of a problem. That's a problem. That's not good. Did a lot today. I'm trying to stay always on top of stuff. I'm gonna load some footage. I've got to edit. A lot. Oh, I'm remembering all of the things. All of the things. I do say that a lot. Anyways, I'm gonna load footage, and usually that takes about like 15 minutes to load all my footage. I'm going to write the note cards or some. I should just like start with like the box here, yeah?
Yeah, these are all ready to ship.
They're all ready to be closed up, huh?
Yeah, you're just waiting on some other stuff. But
So
actually
still
everything on
waiting
the
on my
floor.
stickers. I custom made these stickers like for this one and just for everything that say X or MaCenna on them. And like I said, I missed the proof and stuff, and I didn't get to it in time. So I ordered some different stickers that were supposed to come, and I thought they were supposed to come today, but I checked the tracking and now it says tomorrow night by 10 p.m. So I don't know what to do. Do I wait and get the stickers? We'll see. We'll see how far we get. If we get to the point where we're gonna have the stickers already, because sometimes Amazon comes early. So, okay, I'm gonna load this footage really quickly. Estimated time remaining. I got a lot of footage. 25 minutes. Okay. The first order. Shout out to Kaylee. Wow, yeah, you already have all the stickers and everything in here. He's already got the address labels, and you're so good at what you do.
Siri.
All the people I love, there's no reason to cry, 'cause I know that you will hold us. Oh, I for you this Christmas. I feel you, babe.
I can feel the presence all around me. If love was made of water, I'd be drowning. I'm grateful that I'm here and that you found me. The way you showing love is astounding. Keep this moment, hit record with the repeat on it. Keep it on, gotta keep it flowing. You're silent, but the love's outspoken. Yeah, the love's potent.
You guys, there's just so many questions about marriage and kids. I was reading some that you guys thought when I put the video out about the sweatshirts that it said it was surprise. The title of the video was Surprise, I DIY'd Something for You. And for some reason, so many people, even Romeo's mom, thought that we were going to say that we were having a baby. And I'm like, well, no, I didn't allude to that. I hope not. I'm like, I didn't ever say anything about that. I was like, I literally said I DIY'd something for you. And I was like, well, I guess I could DIY a baby. You do DIY a baby, but no. Oh, I'm so sorry. I feel like it's coming from like a hopeful place, like a I can't wait for that to happen kind of place. So it like you thought that was it. And I was like, I just made some cute t-shirts. You know what I mean? Do you have more furniture to purchase for the living room? Yes, the coffee table and 2 chairs. I need that. I have art that we can play with. I have bookshelf stuff for every day. I'm lacking in the bookshelf stuff for Christmas, but every day I think I've got it covered. But a coffee table and 2 chairs for sure. And you guys saw that we got a rug and some poofs and some pillows that I'm going to try and like work into the design. So you kind of got a sneak peek of it. I don't really have any mood boards anymore for the living room. I'm just kind of like going with like something I like. This is all kind of created on my own brain. I had some inspiration pictures for the lime wash, but that was it. How long have you and Romeo been together? We have been together. This coming February, we'll celebrate our 14-year anniversary. Yeah, we met our first year in college. right after I had moved to LA, and we've been best friends ever since. Are you a football fan? Go Saints. If you were talking to my mom, the answer would be yes, or any other family member that I have. My mom, my dad, my brother, my grandma. Me and my papa, nah. Maybe, I don't want to speak for my papa. Maybe he is at heart and I just don't really see it. I don't really know. But no, I don't like football. I don't watch sports. I watch basketball because of Romeo. Romeo's a basketball person, Laker fan through and through. I understand it. I actually understand football because I've pretty much watched it peripherally for years and years and years, because my whole family, it's like their thing. But my mom Mom, if you're listening, you know, when you talk to me about football, I'm thinking about something else. I'm tuning you out. It's the wrong child. I tell her all the time, I'm like, Mom, you're talking to the wrong child. You need to go talk to my brother. How do I get over my fear of power saws, specifically table saws? Honestly, I am with you. A table saw is the scariest tool by far. I feel like I'm constantly on the verge of chopping off a finger, and I don't know if that was too gory, I'm sorry, but it's true. Like, I have a tendency to even stand off to the side because I'm so scared that the blade's gonna fly off and hit me. I don't know what, I think it's like ingrained in us. It's really hard. I will even opt to not use a table saw if I don't have to. Like, if I can cut it on a miter saw, I will. If I can do something else with it, I will. Something about table saws is scary. What I do is I just proceed with caution. I stand out of the way. I have a little push through that I use. I make sure that my boards are wider so that my hands aren't anywhere near the blade. I just kind of like proceed with caution and try and eliminate the danger, and it helps a little bit if that helps. But I'm with you. It's scary. Table saws are no joke. That blade standing up like that, no thank you. Do you think there's still opportunity for someone to create on YouTube like you? Oh, of course. I feel like, especially like with my type of content, and Drew and I have talked about this before, I feel like we celebrate design and originality and all different types of creators. And I feel like we have such a close community, and I feel like that community could never be big enough. I feel like there's opportunity for everyone. And first and foremost, I led with consistency to start a channel and to share content online. And then through consistency, I got more comfortable on camera, and I think my true self started to come out. And then I also stayed true to myself. And those are all things you have to work through. You know, being on camera can be intimidating. My voice was really high in the early videos, in the early years. And I think I just stuck with it. When I think my background, just being a manager of people and being like in, marketing, VP of marketing, it allowed me to better articulate things in a very understandable way. Maybe that is like one of the reasons why I've been successful in explaining like tutorial based stuff. I don't care about a technical word for anything. I need to understand it, so I've look at everything and I'm like, okay, how would I make this make sense to me? And then that's how I explain it. I feel like that's helped me in creating content too. So long loop around the story short, 100%. There's always room for creativity and originality. And I say go for it. I mean, I went for it. I just did it one day. I just started and I didn't stop. Do you plan on buying more cottages in the future and renovate and flip? I honestly, where I see myself going and recognizing that this project is going to finish one day. You know what I mean? Like one day, this cottage is going to be complete and I'm not going to have any more rooms to do, and I'm not redoing them. This is like a one and done kind of thing. This is a one room, when it's done, you move on. And then with our home search and our home plans for LA, we want that home to be our home. Living in a project is not something that I want to do again in this big of a way, taking things down to the studs. And this is a lot. This is an incredibly custom house. I can't live through that again personally, and as a couple, we can't do that again. Like, I cannot do that to him again. You guys, don't let me do that again. I have a tendency to, because I like projects, but I can't live through it. I want a space that's like done and like just comfortable. But when I look forward, I'm like, okay, if I want our house to not be a project house where it's on constant renovation, what else am I going to do? And I see myself naturally going that route, like finding homes that need to be rehabilitated, but that may be older and that other people like this house would have just torn down and started over. That's such a natural like next step that I'm really actually excited about, to go to the project and do it. And now that I've been through the cottage renovation, I know what's worth it for me to physically do myself, and then what's totally worth it to hire out. You know what I mean? Like flooring renovation, like restoring old floors, I would totally hire someone to do that. Doing any kind of demo, totally hire someone to do that. Like, I'm looking to have a family. I don't want to be like tearing down walls again. I've proved that I could do it. Like, let's have someone come in and blow through it and do it in like 2 days like they do it, not in 4 months like I did. That type of stuff. But then coming in and picking design elements and, you know, doing tiling and doing some special detail work that I know that I will do like the most will be so exciting. Does the cottage have a garage? Not yet, but we are going to, there's one shed that's in the back that's very dilapidated. The one that my mom has some stuff in, it's leaky roof, rotten floor, like it needs to go. So where that is positioned, I'm actually going to be putting a garage, or at least I guess they call it a carport, but you know, something like that so that I can drive in and park for sure. Where do you get your music for your vlogs? I have 2 subscriptions to copyright-free music. I use Epidemic Sound and Artlist.io. Those 2 are normally where I get all of my music, but I spend a lot of time finding the music that I want for sure, like the type of genre and the type of feeling. I spend a lot of time on their websites trying to find them. Do you and Romeo ever argue during renos? How is he doing with reno and commuting? Yeah, we argue. Yeah, he's not as into living in a construction zone as I am. Who would have thought? He is over back and forth commuting. So Romeo and I have the type of personalities where we love each other, but we don't work very well together. We have a very different way of working. We're both very set in our ways of how we like to do things, and we butt heads. Overall, we get through it and we don't fight for very long, but it would be insane if we were to run out and never fight. That would be absurd. We fight over the dumbest stuff too. We've been together for 14 years. We're gonna fight. Please share what you use other than a paint sprayer to get a smooth finish on cabinets. This is proof, these cabinet doors are proof that you can actually use a roller and a brush to get a smooth finish as long as you lightly sand in between coats. That was what I did, and it totally, they look so good. So sand really good, and then prime, and then lightly sand, and then paint, and then lightly sand, and then paint, using one of those small rollers and also a brush for like any edges. Like I had that trim, and it totally works. It's totally smooth. That's what I did to this whole cabinet. Didn't spray it at all. It does take longer. Spraying is going to go a lot faster, but like times like this where it's too cold outside to spray, I would have to roll and paint, and it totally worked. Did you get the insulation film on the windows yet? No, I have not, but that is like literally on the list to do before it starts to warm up. We're going to see the biggest savings of that in the summertime when it's hot. After being through this last like heat wave and now into winter, it's definitely going to help for sure. How did you decide what embroidery machine to get? So I saw a few questions that I was gonna make a post on the YouTube video, but I will put it on the screen. Which one we got? It's a Brother sewing machine. It's a Brother embroidery machine. I ordered it on Amazon. Romeo and I both looked at them separately and like looked at the reviews, and that was the one we both settled on. There were like relatively good reviews. It wasn't super like embroidery machines can be ridiculously expensive. I'm talking like thousands and thousands of dollars. And then I actually was trying to find one in an estate sale. I was like, these like older homes and stuff, I see a lot of sewing machines, a lot of stuff like that. I was keeping my eyes peeled for an embroidery machine, a bigger one or a better quality one, or, I didn't know if I'd overuse it. And couldn't find one. And then we needed to bite the bullet. So we ended up getting this one. And I feel like it worked perfectly fine. I feel like I could do so many things with it, and it worked great, other than the three or four rejects that we had because the bobbin was loose. But I looked at the reviews before deciding which one to buy. Are you going to put the tinsel back on? Romeo's wrong. Thank you. It is wrong. I just want tinsel. Romeo's going back to LA on Friday, so I may put tinsel on the, I'm just saying, if he goes back to LA on Friday, I may put tinsel on the tree. Do you think Moody vibes can be gained with light color walls? Yeah. I mean, my walls are white-ish, gray mist. They have a little bit of warmth in it. You know what I mean? You can definitely get Moody vibes with lighting. That can play a huge factor in how a space feels. You can get more mood with like furniture, rugs, deeper colors. For sure, I'm seeing like in my head, like moody and light, I'm seeing lots of shadows, which is a contrast, but a more softer contrast. Even lamps that have a darker feel, and the lighting, like in the bulbs that you choose, all of those elements. So if you have to keep your walls light, just play up everything else and make it moody. Romeo's running around like crazy. Where do you start when you get the keys in a project house feeling lost? You close in January. Well, congratulations. The craziness of closing hopefully is over or close to being over. That's insane. That whole process is insane. So the first thing that I did when I got the keys to the cottage is I made myself, quote unquote, a portfolio. And that's what my mom used to call it when she was doing interior design for homes and stuff. When I was a little girl, she called it a portfolio. So I got the keys and I went through and I took pictures from every angle of the house in every room. So from each wall and everything, and I measured everything. So I knew what all the walls were, how big the doors were, what the spaces between the windows were, and I just kind of like drew myself a floor plan so that I could start to figure it out. Like I'm like, okay, this is what I've got. You got to start with what you have. And I had to know what I had. So I needed to know measurements and I needed to know what it looked like. And so from there, I figured out, okay, if we're going to change the floor plan, what could it be? And if we could, keep rooms the same or walls the same, or, turn like I did. I turned the old kitchen into a bathroom. I used the plumbing. I tried to use all of the exterior walls that we had to my advantage instead of changing them, because that structurally changes a lot. Create like a document where you can draw all the measurements out and then go from there. Any tips for decorating a really small space and making it feel big? Budget tips. There are certain little trickery things that you can do to make a small space feel big. So if you have short ceilings, you could do something similar to the bedroom makeover that I did for my friend Lori, where I put the vertical boards and created board and batten because she had shorter ceilings. Creating that vertical board look actually made the room feel taller. So it added more space to the feeling of the room. In our own bedroom in LA, we have a smaller size bedroom. So in order to create more space, I lowered our bed. So I got a platform bed, creating more space in the room, tall wise. So it created a feeling of the room being larger. So those are two things that you can definitely do. Okay, final question. When will you hopefully be done with the cottage? I saw a couple questions about like projected date and stuff. And I have so many deadlines and dates and things in my life already with like the work aspect of this world that I've given up. I think every time I put a date on something, I'm a little bit disappointed when I don't hit the date, or I go past the date, or I bop around and want to do something in another room. And I think one of the luxuries of us doing this ourselves and funding it ourselves is that we don't have to have a timeline. I thought that this house would be done in 2021, and it's now the end of 2022, and we are not done. It's livable, but it's not done. So I'm ending this year and starting next year with no timeline. Ideally, if I had to put a timeline on it, it would be done next year. Within the year, it's going to be completely done. And we're definitely going to have to think about another project, do another project. I'm a big planner for the future. But really, what does finished mean? You know, I feel like there's so many little things that need to happen. And a house is a living, breathing thing that you always need to, you know, update and stuff. But I think we can definitely wrap this project up in 2023. So I'm excited. It's beautiful. This cottage has become like a true expression of me and like my brain manifesting in real life. And it's so cool to see. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Ending it out on a good note. There are so many questions that I have not got to, but I am going to save these. Questions, and I'll answer some more over on Instagram. So make sure that you're following over on Instagram too at MaCenna.